Hello guys, today I'm going to show you my finalized jungle mob grinder that I just finished after many hours of painstaking tests. I have finally solved it. I'm going to go into some details about how I did this. If you need more information on the grinders themselves, you can check my other video for regular skeleton grinding in the non-jungle area. I'm going to take a little bit of damage getting in here, but it should be okay. Alright, first thing to notice is that it is similar to my other grinders. I'm using a 2-block wide passage in the middle just to optimize space usage, even though most of it's probably unnecessary since mobs only spawn off the screen. First thing to notice is that there's a lot more lava here. That is because there are two types of mobs in the jungle. There are the hornets and the man-eaters, and as far as hornets are concerned, there's nothing special about them. They'll put themselves into the lava by smacking the roof. As you can see a little bit here, they eventually just kill themselves. The reason why lava is extended so far in this grinder is because of the man-eaters. If you don't compensate for them, eventually they will fill the screen, or I should say off the screen, and not die if your lava doesn't reach them. Now the trick to man-eaters is figuring out exact spawn distance off screen and distancing your lava far enough to reach them when they do spawn. One thing you can't really fix is the fact that they have to put their heads into the lava. As you just saw, the man-eaters that spawn at the bottom, if I don't move, for example, won't ever die because their heads just sit here smacking the roof right there. So if I were to go AFK and make a sandwich, this dude eventually, over the course of 10-15 minutes, the whole bottom areas would just become full of those, and the grinder would stop working. Originally, I'd hoped that hornets and man-eaters had their own separate spawn limits, but they don't. There's a total of maybe, I don't know, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10 mobs that you can have on the screen total. So to fix that, I've extended my middle corridor here so I can just drop down, and they will naturally smack their heads in the lava and die. And now the hardest part was finding that correct distance, like I said, because if the lava doesn't go far enough, they won't hit their head, or you won't know exactly where they are. So I can show you exactly how far that is. And now, I don't know if I mentioned, but mobs don't spawn in lava. So while it may look like this lava goes all the way out or to the edge of the screen, it actually doesn't. If I stand right on the edge of my door, you can see, there it is, you can see where my torches come in, and that's where the lava, this is going to break my grinder moving over here. So you can now see that guy. If I were standing in the middle by the door, this guy wouldn't have spawned, so he normally wouldn't be there. So you can see exactly how far my grinder comes out. And just to be safe, I've built all the way out, but pretty much where this guy is right here is the max distance. Unfortunately, I don't know how many blocks that is. I only know the distance to the torch here based on where I was standing. But you can see my grinder goes way out, even though this is all unused space as far as spawning is concerned. So again, let me reiterate the distance here for effective man-eater. You don't have to use doors. I don't know how else you would do it. If these doors weren't here, the man-eater and the hornets would fly through and, you know, punch me in the face. And you can't make this a solid wall like my other skeleton grinder. You can't make this a solid wall and then just put lava at the bottom, because the hornets fly. They'll never hit it. So on literally every floor, you have to block it off and put lava. So for the man-eaters, if I stand right here on the edge where the door is, at 800 by 600, this is stock. You can tell by my UI, this is stock resolution for Terraria. My torches just barely come into view, and I'm using 1 block to hold them to lava in. This is all 1 bucket of lava also. As for the jungle mob spawns, they only spawn on the special jungle grass, which naturally grows on mud blocks. So you need to find places where the grass already exists and just extend your mud corridors off of those, and the grass will naturally grow over time. Unfortunately, that can take... This grinder is about 6-7 hours old now, and you can still see that some of the grass hasn't grown in. You don't really need the mud all the way out. Like you can see, I have the mud going all the way to my doors. I just did that for consistency. the grass only needs to exist where the mobs are spawning, which in my case is all the way over there, like 5 to 10 blocks off my screen is grass. And as you can see, I've got a man-eater stuck up here just from me moving around. I can't get him. So in order to hit the reset button on this grinder, I built a tunnel going quite a ways down here. Now if I drop all the way to the bottom of this is going to reset my grinder. My grinder is now empty. There are no mobs in it because I am too far off the screen. So now I'm just going to go ahead and fly back up, and that reset the grinder. The items are obviously still here, and by the way, there is a maximum limit for items. They will start disappearing after a while. So my grinder right now is, I guess you could say it's full. Each time a hornet dies, you can see coins disappearing. So I'm going to have to grappling hook through here and pick these items up. Because right now, I'm not generating any money. I'm generating Cobalt items because when they drop, they stick out. They're much larger than coins, so I'll be able to see them quite easily. And just as a note, as far as Cobalt goes, I've farmed, just over the past 3 or 4 hours that I've had my grinder running full swing, I farmed at least 3 or 4 Cobalt sets from here. So it is, and all I'm virtually doing is going up and down. There's no actual sword swinging or manual killing involved. So to collect the items, I'm going to have to open a door and grappling hook through all the way over to get the man-eater spawns. And you'll notice I cover both floors with the bottom and the top floor from the grappling hook. So I just come through, close the door, and now I'm going to have to reset the grinder after this because I've already broken it. You can see there's man-eaters off the screen now. So I'm going to have to reset it. So I just work my way up. Oh, there's a piece of Cobalt up there. I'm not really here for money, obviously, so I don't care about it. I don't really care about money in this game anymore, since it's mostly, I don't know, but I can buy dynamite with it. That's pretty much it. So I'm just going to go through and show you how to grab it. As you can see, that Cobalt piece was sticking out there. I can see all of the item loot, so it's not like I can miss a piece of Cobalt. As soon as one drops, I can spot it almost immediately. So, okay, there's some more money down here. I should warn you when you're building this, when you're building your grinder, before the grass spawns in, you're going to be dealing with skeletons, slimes, man-eaters, and hornets. And getting the lava in while you're installing the lava, I use a generator up top, the lava duplicator, to get my lava in here. But as you're dropping it in, there's going to be mobs spawning everywhere like crazy. So it's kind of a nightmare. I'd recommend lots of health potions. It doesn't sound that bad, but I mean, when you're meticulously building these tunnels, which are, by the way, 4 blocks high, the same as the other one. If you build 3, nothing will spawn. So it's the height of my character plus 1 brick to get the spawns working. And so when you're going through putting down these doors, putting the lava in, and counting the blocks to build them, you're going to be covered in mobs, especially as you get towards the end of the grinder. Once you get all the floors in, it gets pretty nasty. So just be prepared for that. So yeah, that's the grinder. Unfortunately, I don't want to say it's perfected because, like I said, the man-eaters get stuck at the side, and I have to move. I mean, I don't know there's any way to design this such that you don't have to move. Like, ideally, I just want to stand here and have everything die on its own. I might be able to put in, like, a small block on the corners to make their heads bump down, but then the hornets might get stuck, and really, I mean, it's not so hard, just every couple of minutes go up and down. Really, it takes care of itself. Look at that. Thing of beauty. Isn't that nice? Oh, there's another piece of Cobalt. So that's the grinder. As you can see, by the time I clear out one floor of items, the other floors are full again because it's going so fast. Like I said, there's an item limit here. So you can't, it's not like you can go wall-to-wall coins. So at the rate I'm picking them up is the rate they're spawning. So that's the grinder. I hope it helps you guys. Again, this is using the same grinder tactic that was posted on Reddit and YouTube. Oh god, another piece. Earlier this week. Although the jungle grinder has some of its own special tricks. If you have any questions, ask on the comments or on Reddit, and I'll do my best to help you, but I think this pretty much covers all of it. I know some people are going to ask what are the details for the distance, the max distance of spawning, vertically and horizontally. All I can say is it's somewhere between 5 and 10 blocks off your screen. That's horizontal. For vertical, I don't really care. I can't help you. As you notice here, my grinder is really tall. It's taller than it needs to be, just to say screw it and not have to worry about it. I don't have to count blocks. So that's it. There's the jungle grinder. I'm now up to my teeth in Cobalt. So I guess I'll go on some public servers and start trading or something. So good luck, guys. Hope it works out for you, and good luck farming Cobalt.